This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only. Anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel. Double check your notifications are on, because you know these bad actors are manipulating the channel because they don't want more people becoming aware of the fraud and corruption in the stock market. Listen, a lot of people tell me, yo, why are you investing in terrible companies just because they are suing the bad actors, naked shorting their stock? And I'm going to tell you guys something. First of all, they're not bad companies, okay? They are not bad companies. They are companies that these criminals have set their eye on, and they double and triple down on the criminality in order to take them out of business, in order to destroy the value of their stock. Okay? That's what they do. And the thing is this, they do it with no real repercussions. The SEC knows what they're doing. The DOJ knows what they're doing. The FBI knows what they're doing. And they do absolutely nothing about it, especially if it's a stock that's majorly owned by retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. And the other thing is this, everybody knows what's going on. All the CEOs of all the companies know what's going on. And that's why I've told you guys multiple times, that's why Berkshire Hathaway never did a stock split, because they wanted to keep that stock so high that the naked shorters would stay away. Okay, that's why he didn't do a stock split. He could have got more investors if he did a stock split. But he knew that the cheaper the stock is, the easier it is for these criminals to manipulate his stock. So he'd rather keep it high and keep the naked shorters out of his stock. Okay, that's why I believe Berkshire Hathaway has not had a stock split. That's why that stock price is so high. But here's the other thing. A lot of these CEOs know that if they go after the naked shorters who are naked shorting their stock, it puts them under the radar. It puts them probably to be investigated by the SEC. It seems that somehow if you complain about naked shorting in the United States stock market, all of a sudden you're labeled a criminal, and all of a sudden everything you do is being investigated. That's how it works. So a lot of CEOs, even though they know that their stock is being manipulated, they are reluctant to sue the bad actors because they know it puts them under the microscope of the SEC. So you know what that tells me? That tells me that the companies that are willing to sue these bad actors for manipulating their stock, washing, spoofing, and all the other shenanigans they engage in, when they know that they're going to come under the scrutiny of the SEC, they believe that all their paperwork, that everything they're doing is 100% correct, and it could stand up to the SEC scrutiny. Because if they didn't, they wouldn't do the lawsuit, because everybody knows that when you sue these criminals for naked shorting, all of a sudden the SEC wants to know what's going on in your company. All of a sudden the SEC wants all your paperwork. But the SEC don't go after the bad actors. They go after the companies that complain about the naked shorters. Okay, so any company that's actually suing the naked shorters, who knows that they're going to come under the microscope of the SEC and other regulatory agencies, and they still sue them anyway, that's another reason why I invest in these companies, because this tells me that these companies know that everything they are doing is above board. Because if what they were doing wasn't above board, they wouldn't file the lawsuit. Because once you get the discovery, they have to turn over everything. And if they were engaged in malfeasance, it's going to come out in the lawsuit. And a lot of companies know this, and that's why they know the naked shorting is going on. But they don't sue, because they might be engaged in questionable activity. Not saying that they are. But what I'm saying is this. Any company that's willing to go after these bad actors and sue them for manipulating their stock and conspiring to manipulate their stock with other bad actors, these are companies, in my opinion, who are doing everything above board because they know everything they're doing is going to come out in the lawsuit. So that's another one of the main reasons why I support companies that go after these criminals that are naked shorting good companies into the ground. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think companies that were engaged in shenanigans, would they be suing these bad actors? I don't think so, because the shenanigans would come out in a lawsuit. Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.